sarcophagus. I reached out to take my new sword of indestructible steel and wood, with its black and red hilt and black scabbard. But as my hands touched the scabbard, and as I prepared to pick it up, the master came forward and stepped on my fingers with all his might. I screamed and let go of the sword. I looked at him, astonished. The strange light had disappeared, and his face had taken on a phantasmagoric appearance, heightened by the flames of the bonfire. He returned my gaze coldly, called to my wife, and gave her the sword, speaking a few words that I could not hear. Turning to me, he said, "Take away your hand. It had deceived you. The road of the tradition is not for the chosen few. It is everyone's road. And the power that you think you have is worthless, because it is a power that is shared by all. You should have refused the sword. If you had done so, it would have been given to you, because you would have shown that your heart was pure. But just as I feared, at the supreme moment you stumbled and fell. Because of your avidity, you will now have to seek again for your sword. And because of your pride, you will have to seek it among simple people. Because of your fascination with miracles, you will have to struggle to recapture what was about to be given to you so generously. The world seemed to fall away from me. I knelt there, unable to think about anything. Once I had returned my old sword to the earth, I could not retrieve it. And since the new one had not been given to me, I now had to begin my quest for it all over again, powerless and defenseless. On the day of my celestial ordination, my master's violence had brought me back to earth. The guide smothered the fire, and my wife helped me up. She had my new sword in her hands, but according to the rules of the tradition, I could not touch it without permission from my master. We descended through the forest in silence, following the guide's lantern, until we reached the narrow dirt road where the cars were parked. Nobody said goodbye. My wife put the sword in the trunk of the car and started the engine. We were quiet for a long time as she carefully navigated around the bumps and holes in the road. "Don't worry," she said, trying to encourage me. "I'm sure you'll get it back." I asked her what the master had said to her. He said 3 things to me. First, that he should have brought along something warm to wear, because it was much colder up there than he had expected. Second, that he wasn't surprised at anything that had happened up there, that this has happened many times before with others who have reached the same point as you. And third, that your sword would be waiting for you at the right time, on the right day, at some point on the road that you will have to travel. I don't know either the day or the time. He only told me where I should hide it. And what road was he talking about? I asked nervously. Well, that he didn't explain very well. He just said that you should look on the map of Spain for a medieval route known as the Strange Road to Santiago. The Road to Santiago. Arrival. The customs agent spent more time than usual examining the sword that my wife had brought into the country, and then asked what we intended to do with it. I said that a friend of ours was going to assess its value so that we could sell it at auction. This lie worked. The agent gave us a declaration stating that we had entered the country with the sword at the Bahadas airport, and he told us that if we had any problems trying to leave the country with it, we need only show the declaration to the customs officials. We went to the car rental agency and confirmed our 2 vehicles. Armed with the rental documents, we had a bite together at the airport restaurant prior to going our separate ways. We had spent a sleepless night on the plane, the result of both a fear of flying and a sense of apprehension about what was going to happen once we arrived. But now we were excited and wide awake. "Not to worry," she said for the 1000th time. "You're supposed to go to France, and it's Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port."